Just been paid. I don't see my green bar going across the screen here. Can everybody hear me okay? Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Feedback is always good, isn't it? Not too much feedback. Not too much feedback. I heard that Frederick had a interesting conference call this evening. Couldn't be there, unfortunately. I don't usually visit his calls, but he is the man. He's the guy with the big plan, and probably nobody believes him. Look what he's done so far. Look what he's done so far. Just been paid. Probably the best opportunity on the internet that anybody's ever seen before. And people just don't get it yet. As time goes on, everybody will get it. As time goes on, more and more people will start making money instead of excuses. It's not a lot different than probably the MLM companies. But see, in the MLM companies, hardly anybody makes any money, and almost everybody makes, and very few people make money. In the HYIP industry, lots of people make money in the beginning, but then they lose their money near the end. Or the last people that get in lose their money. Just been paid. Everybody makes money. Nobody loses any money. Doesn't matter how smart you are, how much time you have. You can make a lot of money just by buying advertising. That's what we sell. At Just Been Paid, we sell advertising. And we sell success training. If you want to make money, you have to do those things. You have to either buy advertising yourself or find other people who buy advertising yourself. It's up to you. In any case, you can make an awful lot of money if you follow the simple steps. If you follow the simple steps. So do the best you can and follow the simple steps, and you'll make a lot of money. Keep in mind we have over 30 people at Just Been Paid so far that are here to help you be successful in our program. Over 30 people. A few months ago, we were only 3 people. Not very long ago, we were only 3 people. We're hiring more people. I'll be talking about that in a few minutes. If you want to help us get to the next level, let us know. We'll probably be hiring all kinds of people, more than I even know. Frederick has a bigger plan than I do. He's the one with the big plan. We talk about it every once in a while, but he's got the biggest plan. I'm the one that helps him carry out some of his plans. And then we're looking for other people to carry out the rest of his plans. Something like that. But we do the best we can to stay coordinated and up to date and on the same sheet of music. There'll be other high-profile people coming on board who will be helping Frederick make decisions and help him carry out the things he wants to do. We are simply getting bigger and bigger. About 4,000 people per day are signing up for Just Been Paid to take a look at what we're doing. That's a lot. For most programs, that will be huge. For Just Been Paid, it's just normal business. We've been doing that for several weeks now, anywhere between 3,000 and 4,000 people, sometimes almost 5,000 people per day, signing up to kick the tires and to find out what we're doing. Now, why are they doing that? Because word is getting around that Just Been Paid is something to take very seriously, something that does make people a lot of money. Anybody can make money. All you have to do is follow the simple steps. In fact, you don't have to have any money of your own, and you can make a lot of money in this program. However, you do have to follow the simple steps. As Frederick says sometimes, and I've heard him say it several times before, if you're having trouble following the simple steps, you might want to get somebody to sit next to you at your computer to help you. Some people need that. Well, we have 30 people or so that work in the conference room, here in this conference room, and in the help desk. If you can't get your questions answered in this conference room in a few minutes, simply go visit the help desk or fill out a help desk request. Send an email to help@justbeenpaid.com. We also have a JSS training room. I assume that went very successfully tonight also. The JSS training room is very popular. It teaches you how to get the other half of your money, or in some cases more than half of your money. Some people are making more than half of their money there, especially due to restarts. Restarts put more and more of your money over into JSS. The JSS tripler system is where you get started. Every once in a while you'll get JSS positions. So get used to JSS positions. It's part of our business. It's not possible for you to just participate in JSS tripler without missing out on a lot of earnings that you could be receiving. So welcome to Just Been Paid. You are absolutely at the right place. You probably heard that before. Okay, I'll try a different line. Nobody loses any money in this program. You don't hear that very often. Anybody can make money in this program. You don't have to promote your website, and you can still make a pretty much unlimited amount of money in this program. That's something not everybody can say. This program is specifically designed to be indefinitely sustainable. Pretty much nobody says that. Still, nobody has contacted me, Carl@justbeenpaid.com, if you want to do that, and told me about a program that is indefinitely sustainable and pays a lot of money. For example, 2% per day or 1% per day. I'll even live with 1% a day. If you can find me a program that's indefinitely sustainable, where people are getting paid 1% a day, that is still huge. 1% per day is huge. 2% per day is huger. I know there's no such word. 2% a day is bigger than that. Twice as big, actually. Actually, even more than twice as big, because you can compound your money and make more money faster. 2% is huge. And we do that every single day, 7 days a week. And we're going to continue to do that over the lifetime of the program, which is expected to be for many years. If you haven't had enough yet, stick around. I'll probably make some more big claims. The claims that I make are very big, but they're true. As time goes on, more and more people will believe it. Many people have already given up their daytime jobs to work at Just Been Paid or to work with Just Been Paid. You can make money by just buying positions yourself in JSS Tripler, or you can find other people who buy JSS Tripler positions. In fact, you don't have to have any money of your own to get started. You can make a lot of money. Just find other people who buy JSS Tripler positions. You make money from every position they buy over the lifetime of the program. Important to realize. That's why it's so interesting to learn how to promote your website, and we even teach you how to do that. We don't just give you a bunch of ads to post at websites. We don't just give you a few places to post your ads or ads and banners to post. That's not all we give you. We give you the whole 9 yards. Everything you need, including live webinars that teach you how to promote your website. Of course, you don't need to promote your website to make an unlimited amount of money. I say unlimited because most people don't get up to around $250,000. That's the current limit. I think Frederick's planning on increasing that in the short term. We keep getting very large players giving us a warning that they're getting ready to come in and spend $250,000, or if we can increase the $250,000 to more money. We haven't seen that yet. There's a lot of people out there that like to say they're ready to go, but they're not quite ready to go. That's a lot of money. Just Been Paid has only been around for a couple of years. JSS Tripler has only been around for 1 year, almost. We've got a few more things to prove. Maybe wait for the next restart. When the next restart happens, we will be restarting very few positions compared to the first and second restarts. That will help people get used to the idea of restarts. We might be doing them more often, but they will affect less of your JSS Tripler position, so you can count on a more steady income, a more steady daily income. Speaking of that, if you didn't know, you can determine how much money you want to make per week in JSS Tripler. For example, if you want to make $50 a week, you need to spend about 15 times that, about $750 in JSS Tripler positions, and then you can count on a weekly income of about $50. If you want a weekly income of $1,000, you need to put in about $15,000 worth of JSS Tripler positions. Those are just approximate values. Actually, the number of positions you're going to have to buy is a little bit higher than that, because you have to allow for restarts, which happen every few months, and they're going to temporarily decrease your earnings every few months. But that's a good place to start. Multiply by 15 if you want to. Multiply by 16, 17, 18 maybe. Welcome to Just Been Paid. You can make an awful lot of money. The more money you spend, the more money you make. The more JSS Tripler positions you buy, the more money you make. The more JSS Tripler positions you buy with your daily earnings, because you get paid every day, as soon as you get enough to buy a new JSS Tripler position for $10, as soon as you save your money up to the amount of $10, you can buy a new JSS Tripler position. Some people are able to buy 2 or 5 or 10 new positions per day. That really helps you make more money even faster, because that's what you call compounding your money. Just like at a bank, you take your principal plus all your interest, and you get paid interest altogether on top of that, if it's an account where you get compound interest. Interest, of course. Okay, I'm not a banking expert by any means. I haven't put any money into a bank for several years now. Not the best place to put your money. You can make a lot more money on the internet. As we get larger, I was talking to Frederick about this yesterday, I believe. As we get larger, we are going to be direct competitors from banks, possibly some government authorities, some countries. Maybe we're going to make our own country. I didn't tell Frederick that, I don't think. But I don't know if he likes to hear it when I say those things. But that's where we're going. If we really are not going to be able to be stopped, if we really are going to be indefinitely sustainable, we're going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, more successful, more successful. Our direct competitors are going to be banks, because why would anybody put their money into a bank when they could just participate in JSS Tripler, buy JSS Tripler positions, get 2% per day earnings? Why would anybody put money into a bank? In fact, people are taking money out of banks and buying JSS Tripler positions. I can tell you that right now. People are maxing out their credit cards. Of course, you can use that technique. Take money from your credit card and use the 2% daily payments to pay back your credit card every month. Just keep in mind, keep a little bit of reserve, keep a little bit of security there, because whenever a restart happens, your daily earnings are going to go down a little bit, and you may have to wait for your JSS positions to get moving so you can start making your $60 rebates frequently. Some people make $60 rebates daily. Some people make $60 rebates every few weeks or every month or so. Some people have not received a JSS rebate, $60 rebate ever. Some people are not doing what they need to be doing to cycle their positions. I looked at somebody's account the other day. He said, "Carl, can you help me? I'm kind of confused with JSS." I looked in their account. They had 6 out of 7 positions that were ready to go. All they had to do was spend $5 each for each matrix. They only had to spend 5 times 6. They only had to spend $30, and they were going to get back $360. Again, people don't get it, but we are there to help you. We have the training going on 3 times a week. It went on this evening in the JSS training room. You do not have an excuse not to make money with this program, because we will help you. And we're going to provide more assistance and more assistance and more and more. We're going to be coming out with new programs to help you make more and more money. But keep in mind, we do not have to come out with any other programs ever, and we're still going to stay indefinitely sustainable with the system we already have in place. Very, very powerful system. Powerful like an HYIP, high yield income program, where you make 2% per day as long as the program lasts. Powerful like that, but obviously indefinitely sustainable, so you don't have to worry about it closing. Powerful like an MLM program, because our 2x2 matrix system is like an MLM program. When we open up level 2 of Just Been Paid, you'll be getting paid down to infinity. If your referrals are not upgrading, and their referrals are not upgrading, eventually you're going to get the commission because your downlines have not been upgrading, so you can get paid down to infinity. We have the best features of an MLM program and the best features of an HYIP program combined together in an indefinitely sustainable system. We also have our success training. That's what you get when you join the program. You get success course number 1. It's called Upgrade Your Brain. We like to send people there who are being naughty, who are being fresh, who are not being respectful. We tell them to go upgrade their brain. That's the best place they can be right now. Then we have the Big Success Breakthrough. That's success course number 2. And then we have the Killer Success Tricks, which is success course number 3, which will be released very soon, as soon as level 2 gets relaunched. Success course number 4, Killer Success Tricks Continued, or whatever we're going to call it, will be released when we release Just Been Paid level 3. $117 every 3 months. We're planning other programs also that will make you a lot of money. And most of the programs we're planning on bringing out will make everybody a lot of money. That's what we do at Just Been Paid. We try to make everybody a lot of money. In a lot of cases, we do that. We design the program so you don't have to do anything. As soon as you have to do something, as soon as people have to do something, it already gets too complicated. They don't have the time, they don't think they have the time, or they have a long list of excuses that they can't do something. So we try to keep the programs nice and simple. We have psychology experts on staff. 1, 2. I'm not a psychology expert. 1, 2. Frederick obviously is. 3 real psychology experts. One of them's a doctor. One of them has a doctorate. We have some really good experts on staff that Frederick has hired to help put programs together that everybody can use to make a lot of money. I'm telling you, we are doing some absolutely fantastic things. We're just getting started. These psychologists have just recently been hired to create us a system that is going to help everybody be successful. Something that no one has ever done, probably, at least not in the capacity, at least not big time like Just Been Paid is doing. Probably lots of psychologists have had some success with their clients or patients or whatever you call them. That's probably true. But we're talking success on a wide scale here at Just Been Paid. Be careful of psychologists. I believe that psychologists need a psychologist too. Are there any psychologists in here tonight? Am I stepping on anybody's toes? I've always had the experience that psychologists are kind of crazy themselves and they need some therapy themselves. Okay. So we really are putting together, and this is Frederick's main focus, people. Frederick's main focus since the day I've talked to him, this is the first day I ever talked to him, and certainly since the first day I started working for him, is to design systems that everybody can be successful in, because that's the key to having a successful program. It's easy to create a program where the smart people are successful. It's not easy to create a program where everybody's successful. So, what was the topic? You're at the right place. We're designing new programs for everybody so everybody can be successful. We're not leaving anybody behind. We are leaving behind, at least currently, we're leaving behind the people who are not able to follow simple steps because our internal education system is not good enough yet. And we recognize that, and we're working on education system, teaching people how to take the simple steps. We think they're simple steps, but not lots of people don't think they're simple steps. We're working on making the system easy to follow for everybody. So we are really, really working on that. It just takes time, like I said, but we have the psychologists on staff who should be able to help us, I hope. I can probably do a pretty good job, but I still don't have that much time. I'm one of the busiest people you'll ever talk to. Used to be just Frederick and I and Mark, our main programmer. Now we have 30 people. I have not been able to delegate everything yet. I guess if I delegate everything, I'll be without a job, won't I? You might see a new person in the conference room taking over the conference room on Saturday morning. Tomorrow morning, no. He's not quite ready yet, but probably Saturday morning. I won't release his name yet. Everyone knows who he is, but I won't release it yet. We still got a couple of things we have to discuss, but that's going to be a great thing. So he'll be taking over some conference calls for me a couple, 3 times a week or so. Let's finish up welcoming the new people to Just Been Paid. Remember, we may only have 200 people in the room this evening, but we have 4,000 people or more signing up every day for this program. Got to take care of those people first. So you can make a lot of money by doing absolutely nothing, just buying JSS tripler positions, spending your own money. Or you can find other people who buy JSS tripler positions. If you do that, we will pay you up to $500 per day per referral. It's a lot of money. And up to $250 per day per referral's referral. The people that your referrals find, those are their referrals, and you make money on them too. You make money on 2 levels. And we teach you how to do it. We have a huge staff to help you be successful. You don't have any excuses. It's one of the things we need to also help people understand. There are no excuses. You think you have excuses, but you don't. At least they're not good ones. You're at the right place. Nobody loses any money. We're indefinitely sustainable. All designed by Frederick Mann, the owner of the company. He tells us what to do first, second, and third. He's got a clear vision of where he wants to go. And we help him get there. We try to do the most important things first. That's why you'll notice there's all kinds of things on our website that are not quite there yet, because we're working on the most important things first. When we get done with those things, then we'll work on the next most important things. And we're hiring people like crazy to get where we need to go. I'll talk about that in a couple seconds. Welcome to Just Been Paid. You're at the right place. You deserve to make a lot of money. You don't deserve to make $7.25 an hour is the minimum wage in some states. Is it less than that anywhere? So at least I've heard is $7.25 an hour. That is a joke. That is an insult to your intelligence. You can make so much more than that. just by getting a little bit organized and following the simple steps at Just Been Paid. Incredible, incredible program. Oh, incidentally, we had some of the biggest days we've had in the history of the program during the last few days. What did I do? Last night I came in here, the first thing I said to everybody, what are you guys doing? All of a sudden, not quite all of a sudden, but we have experienced such huge growth in the last few days. It appears that everybody's just going crazy advertising their affiliate websites and finding and being successful, finding people who want to spend a lot of money, because the money's been piling into the system like crazy. Some of the biggest days we've ever seen, we just got behind us. We just experienced. $4,000 people a day, sometimes up to almost 5,000 people a day joining our program. What are you guys doing? You're doing a fantastic job. People are starting to get it. People are starting to understand the power in what we're doing. I've been teaching it for weeks, for months. I'll be in this room almost 2 years now in a few days. People are finally starting to get it. We're going to the top. We're going to keep on going. We can't be stopped. We've designed the system so that we cannot be stopped. Not by government authorities, not by inferior compensation plans. We're going to have a little trouble keeping up with technology, I think. That will be one of the things that we're going to need very soon. Give me 1 second, and I want to go to the next step of the conference call this evening. Step 1 was to welcome the new people aboard. Step number 2 is to talk a little bit about current events for 5 or 10 minutes. And then we're going to go and open up the room to any questions that you have. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. This is the next part of the conference this evening. What are we doing today? What are we going to do tomorrow to make this program a success? What are we going to do in 6 months? I have no idea. We're growing like crazy. But we've got the management team in place to help us get there. We've got the leader who understands where he wants to go. We have hard-working staff who's helping us get there. And we've got some new people on board who are really going to help us get where we need to go, we think. We'll know when we get there, won't we? The restart is still a topic. We're over 2/3 of the way through, done with the restart. Did Frederick say anything about the restart tonight? What we're planning on doing? Is there anything new that he said there? Because I didn't get a chance to listen to his conference call. I was talking to him yesterday about a couple of things, but I didn't know if he announced that. I guess I won't say anything about it if he didn't announce it. But the rest of the restart was going to take another couple of weeks. Phase 2 of the restart involves giving everybody who was involved in the restart their JSS positions that were given to them from the converting of JSS triplet positions. Oh, I didn't say that very good tonight, did I? In the JSS restart, you receive JSS positions instead of some of your JSS triplet positions. So a lot of those JSS positions are still being placed into everybody gets JSS matrix positions. It's still going to take another week or two for that to take place, so that's going on 24/7. That might be a hot topic for some people, especially if you haven't received your JSS positions yet. But on average, most people should have already received over half of them that they're expecting. And the rest of them will be all placed, all nice and cozy, within a couple of weeks. If you've received any JSS positions already, most important thing for you to do is, what are you teaching over there, Snoop, in the member area? What I've been telling people lately, Snoop happens to be in the room tonight, that's great. At least buy placements for spots number 1 and 2 of each of your matrices immediately after you receive your JSS positions. That's the minimum that you should do. Not premium placements. You don't need to do that immediately. But if you at least buy placements, it very well could be that your upline upgrades those placements to premium for you so that they can cycle their matrices. So as you're getting these JSS positions, and anytime you get a JSS position, whether it's because of your participation in JSS Tripler or you buy them directly, first thing you do, just buy placements for your spots number 1 and 2 in each matrix, and do that right away. Because that will save you, a lot of times, a whole month. It will cut down your cycling time in JSS almost a whole month. I don't give a general advice. What kind of answer is that? I can say whatever I want to about Snoop. Everyone's gonna stick up for him and not me. Snoop is our trainer. He trains people how to cycle JSS positions. And Stacy just said, yes, select Cycling Matrix Department and we will help you. We will log into your account and look at your JSS positions and help you learn how to cycle them. Okay, that's enough about JSS for now. People are getting JSS positions since the beginning of JSS Tripler, since 75 days after JSS Tripler started, almost a year ago, people were getting JSS positions. So it's old news, actually. But because more and more people are getting JSS positions, and more and more people are starting to take notice that they can make a lot of money in JSS, not just JSS Tripler, now it's getting to be a big topic. How to cycle JSS positions. So enough about JSS. One of the newest things, there's a couple of new things. Oh, I didn't mention this last night. This is something really, really great. Did I mention that last night? I don't think I did. Get ready. No, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Regional representatives. If you've been wondering what we are doing about foreign languages, because remember, if we just say you have to know English to join our program and we only support you in English, that is, how much of the world speaks English? I would guess 30%. It's not much. We think it's a lot because the whole internet is based on English, or most of it's based on English, but it's not. It's 30% or 40%. It's not even half, I'm pretty sure, right, of the population. We need to help those people who want to get started and they don't know English that well. And here's the plan how we're going to do it. You log into your member area in justbeenpaid. You click on Profile. And I don't know if it's implemented yet, but it very well might be. Patrick's been working on it. Now you can add your language. Now you can add your language. You already could add your country. You can add your language. You can add when you want to be contacted, the best time to contact you, your telephone number if you want to, your name, your email address. You can put all that information in there, and then you have to click on whatever it says. Yes, I want to be on the regional representatives page at Just Been Paid. If you do that, you will suddenly show up on the regional representatives page. The regional representatives page is going to have thousands of members represented on thousands of members on it. Everybody who wants to can do it, and it will be sorted by language. So if you want to sign up under somebody or get some help from somebody that speaks Spanish, let's pick on the Spanish people today, because that's probably the second biggest. Is that the most widely spoken language, or is it Chinese? I'm out of my comfort zone. I actually don't know much about the world. But in any case, you'll be able to choose the language you want to learn Just Been Paid in, and then you'll see a list of all of the people at Just Been Paid with their affiliate websites, with their contact information, who are willing to help you in that language. How about that? Doesn't matter what your language is, somebody will be representing it on the Just Been Paid page, on the Just Been Paid regional representatives page. Really cool. I was thinking the other day, maybe we should let people show up on more than one language, right? For example, I can do English and German. Some people probably can do English and Spanish and Portuguese and French. Can some people do that? That's a lot of language. Some people can do it even more languages than that, obviously. But if you can support people in more than one language or more than two languages, maybe we should allow you to do that. But as far as I know, first, we'll be allowing you to tell everybody which language you allow support in. And then we'll post your URL so you can get people to sign up at that site. There will be people all over the world looking for a good business opportunity, and they'll all be going to this page. And then if you can speak Mongolian, and you're the only one that can speak Mongolian, you're going to get all the people from Mongolia signing up onto your site. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Okay. Everybody got the idea? That is going to be something huge. And it's probably the best solution that we can think of, because we cannot offer total support in every language. We'd have to have 10 times as many people on staff than we have now. Good. Here's another thing that we're going to be doing. If you want to help us, you need to contact us as soon as possible, because now I don't know if we need more than one. Right now I'm only looking for one. Maybe I need two. Maybe I need 10. But right now I just want one sales manager. The best one I can get. I'm probably going to make the final decision who's hired. I need a sales manager who is the best of the best. Knows how to make sales. Been doing it for years. Been supervising people for years would be best, obviously. Has been making quota every month, every week, every day, whatever. Knows the Just Been Paid business. That would certainly help. Knows the MLM business. That would be even better. Knows HYIP. That would be even better. We're looking for a superstar. And this superstar is going to provide support to every member. Not on the telephone, probably. Not in webinars necessarily. Maybe, though. But on a daily basis, their job is to make sure the members get what they need to do their job, which is to sell advertising. Remember, that's what we do at Just Been Paid. We sell advertising credits so they can be used on our new advertising site coming up soon. We need a go-getter, walk over dead people. That's what they say in German. A salesperson that walks over dead people. That doesn't sound very good, Carl. To get to the goal, to be the best, to be the fastest, to make the most business, to be the best salesperson. Slitting throats. We want a go-getter sales manager, not somebody that always wanted to be a good sales manager, not somebody that always wanted to be a good salesperson, but somebody who really is a good salesperson, and they're not sleeping yet. They haven't been doing it for 20 years, and they're getting ready to retire. We want somebody that is absolutely going to help us get to the next level quickly, because they are going to tell me, they're going to tell Frederick, and they're going to tell everybody else on staff, I need this, this, and this, and I need these other 20 things too, as soon as possible. Why isn't it done yet? So I can make the members at Just Been Paid more successful advertising their website. Got it? That's what I need. So if you're that person, make sure you contact Lewis at justbeenpaid.com or Carl at justbeenpaid.com. Lewis is going to be the first person to review those resumes. That was exciting. I think that's absolutely exciting. Okay. We need other people too. One of the things we're going to be doing very shortly is also creating a job description page for everybody at Just Been Paid to view, to see which job openings are coming up, how fast we need the people, what the qualifications need to be, what is the job description for each one of the jobs, because we have constantly openings in the help desk, conference room. We have other key people on staff that we need to help us get to the next level. So look for that coming out soon. Advertising website. If you have the best advertising system and surfing system, because we want to require members to review other members' advertising in order to get paid. We're looking for the best system out there. Make sure we find out which one it is. We'll even pay you money for it. Remember, Just Been Paid is doing very well. We have all kinds of money. If you have something that's going to make us millions of dollars, we're willing to pay you pretty good money. We want the best system out there to put in place for our members, a surfing and advertising system. Totally integratable into our existing system. It's going to help us get to the next level. That's what we need. And if you can help us implement it and take care of it, that would be good too. So that's just another thing we're looking for right now to help us get where we need to go as quickly as possible. And we're also going to be bringing out new programs, and we're going to greatly increase the effectiveness of our sign-up system, getting people to do what they need to do to make money. We're going to have a lot more happy people, a lot less discouraged and disillusioned people. Believe me, we're going to do an awful lot in that area too. Okay. So give me 1 minute and I'll start answering any questions that you have. If anybody has any questions for me this evening, now is a good time to put them in the room. The moderators will filter them and make sure I get the questions in red. Those are the ones I'll be looking for. It's impossible for me to answer everybody's questions, so we have a system where the moderators get your question and they post it in the room for me so I can answer it. Any question is okay. I answer every question that the moderators put into the room. And believe me, I'm probably one of the best people at Just Been Paid to answer your question, other than the owner of the company, of course. Sometimes I send your questions over to Frederick and say, Frederick, would you like to answer this one? And answer. Here we go. Looking for the questions in red. Keep in mind the moderators in the room will take the first swing at your question. They're pretty good. Remember, the moderators are not just kicking people out that are not behaving themselves. They are also experts in this system. If they don't know the answer, usually there's somebody else in the room who does know the answer. They have a supervisor, they have a support director, and they have myself and other people that Just Been Paid. This room should be able to answer your questions pretty well. Looks like Janie has the first question for Carl. Any idea when the surfing will start? At least another week or two. Is that important to you? It really would be nice if we had an advertising and surfing system in place so that it would be a little easier to advertise our program on the internet. You could always say, yeah, if you want to advertise your program or money-making opportunity, we want to advertise your favorite advertising methods or services, sign up for Just Been Paid and start buying advertising. Then you can use our advertising system, and believe me, you'll have all kinds of people looking at your ads. So yes, it's in our best interest to get that done as soon as possible. It is one of the things on the top of my priority list right now. I'm the one that's tasked to do it at this point. Should be quite soon. Laura has the next question. How long are premium placements in the regular triple feed taking to fill now? Premium placements are still taking, well, now they're taking about 18, 19 days. So if you've been waiting 18 days, you're going to have to wait one more day.
What if you had the power to triple your income in your
to get my premium
as you're watching
filled, how come it's not filled yet? And my answer is almost always the same. Well, we're just around 17 days, 18 days now. You're probably going to have to wait 1 or 2 more days. Alfred commented, BP will need, JBP will need APP for iPod and cell phone soon. I was in there with a smartphone today and looking around. It would be nice if we had an application for smartphones. I agree. When that's going to happen, I don't know. I don't know if that's a huge topic for Frederick right now. You might want to send us an email and recommend that we get that done, or if you can do it for us, it might even be even better. It's one thing to say we need to do it. It's another thing to say who's going to do it and when. Tam asked the next question. Please clarify. Same thing I just said. 19 days. Nothing happened lately. Well, you haven't been waiting long enough. Maybe it's 20 days now. Keeps getting longer. We'll be implementing the platinum placements when it gets too long. The Fill Now feature will be activating too when it gets too long. Right now, 19, 20 days, that's not that long, folks. It takes you 10 years to double your money at a bank. In JSS, it probably takes you 3 months, 4 months at the most. Nice little system we have here. I didn't say that tonight yet. Do not let any excuses, do not let anything that's happening at Just Been Paid hold you back from being successful, because there's no reason that you cannot make a lot of money. Everything is in place so that you can make a lot of money. There are a lot of people making a lot of money at Just Been Paid. You can be one of them too, but you have to follow the steps. If you hide behind your list of excuses, if you don't take action, if you don't follow the right steps, it doesn't help you to follow the wrong steps. If you come into Just Been Paid and start reading all the FAQs and all the websites and all the tutorials, come to the conference room every day for 6 months, you're still not going to make any money, right? To make money, you have to follow the other steps, the simple steps. Buy positions in JSS Tripler. Find other people who buy positions in JSS Tripler. Leslie asks the next question. Carl, can you implement a feature where we buy the upgrades and premiums placements for uplines or downlines and debit them later? Because they cause them. You think it would be nice to, well, you can buy premium placements for your downlines, right? Would you want to debit? You want to force the downlines to pay for your placements that you're buying? I don't think that's going to happen. Some people don't want to buy placements and placement upgrades. What are you going to do about those people? They don't want to. Because when they buy placements and placement upgrades, it takes away from their profit. If you're in a big hurry, go ahead and buy lots of placements and placement upgrades. Buy them for everybody in your upline and everybody in your downline. Go ahead and do it. If you're in such a big hurry that you don't need to make much money, you just want to get your positions to cycle, go ahead and do that. Sorry, I'm kind of an instigator too. You know what that is? I've always tried to push people's buttons since I can remember. And I've been getting pretty good at it. I'm very good at it after almost 50 years of living on the planet. If you think you have a good suggestion about that, Leslie, go ahead and forward that to us in an email. We'll make sure it gets addressed. But it needs to fit into the overall plan. It needs to be better for everybody and not just for you, for example. Yes, there are a lot of people waiting for their downlines to do something, but keep in mind there are people making a lot of money in JSS already, including myself. And all I do is log into JSS once a day, once every couple of days, sort my JSS positions by almost full matrices on top, and buy a couple of placements. Usually I can just buy a placement here, placement there, and I make $60 or $120 18 to 20 days later. That's how long it takes to fill a premium placement right now. Jeremy asks the next question. How soon can we expect new programs to be released in JBP? We're working on them all the time. New enhancements, things that are going to be better. It all takes time. I don't think it's going to be any time too soon. New enhancements, things that are going to help you make more money faster, those are happening all the time. We're doing those. Remember, we can only work so fast. If you think you can help us, send us your resume. Tell us you are passionate about Just Been Paid and you want to get started right away. That would help us. Sometimes we just don't have the people available to help us to move forward. It's really true. Snoop has the next question. What happened to the new server upgrade that you mentioned last week to speed up the restart? Haven't had time to even look at it. The new server is available, though. So we've got the new server available now. We just have to start using it. It's not that easy to do. We'll get there. Unknown has a question. When level 2 is available, when you upgrade to level 2, do you still have to pay for level 1 every 3 months? Yes, you do. Joe Bug asks the next question. Do you have an idea of monetizing JVP by leveraging all the members to bring in JVP 2% of what the monetizing program, so that restart can only happen 2 times a year? Ooh, I'm going to have to read that one again. Sorry, I don't understand your question, Joe. I can guess. Make it a little simple for him. Put it into simple, bite-sized chunks, and then maybe I'll understand it. Just like we try to do at Just Been Paid, but we haven't been doing a good job. We have not been doing a good job. We're going to do better and better as time goes on to put everything into easier to understand chunks. Cindy said, somebody called me today at home who wants to sell their account. They need the money badly for an emergency. Is this possible? No, it is not. But it's a good idea to have that possibility. I think we already have that as a suggestion in the list of things to do. I have no idea when it's going to be done. The people that have the most fun at Just Been Paid are the people who spend money that they can do without for several months. Those are the people who are having the most fun. They're making the most money because they can reinvest it, and they don't need it. Maybe they don't need it ever. Do not invest the money that you might need out of the system quickly. Don't do that. How are we doing? Any more questions this evening? I'm getting pretty much to the end of the questions. From C.S. Smith, please start the Platinum Place Premium soon. That would be more exciting, wouldn't it? Then you could maybe get your Platinum Premiums place filled within 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. That would be more fun, wouldn't it? It's 20 days is kind of a long time to wait. But what you do is you just buy placements and placement upgrades every day. Just keep doing it every day, and then you'll have every day new JSS positions cycling. They'll cycle in 20 days from now. Just keep buying more. Just keep putting your money into placements and placement upgrades in JSS. That's the way you do it. And Cindy says, there's a question, will you implement contests for like the most referrals in one week, for example? Sounds like a good idea. Who's going to take charge of that? We do not have enough people on staff right now to manage that. We'll get there probably. It's a good idea to have contests. We don't have the capacity right now to do that. We used to do that. Right now we do not have the capability. James Guess. JVP, just be patient. Everybody all set? Anything else I can do for anybody this evening? Is it possible to get a sizzle call? Yes, I think we're working on it right now, actually. Is it going to happen within a week or a couple of days? I don't think so. Everybody all set this evening? Okay. Then I'll close this up. Next time I'll be in here will be tomorrow morning. If you want to come back tomorrow morning and listen to Carl speaking. You want to get some more questions answered. If you'd like to send somebody to the conference call so they can get their question answered. Tomorrow morning I'll be in here at 9 o'clock Eastern. Again for whatever, an hour and a half. Be happy to see you back here again soon. And I wish everybody much, much success. It's up to you. Your success is up to you. Don't blame it on anybody else. But you have to do what you need to do. Do what we recommend to you to make money in this program. And you will make money. It really, really works. It's such a great program. Thanks, everybody. Good night now.